folks. Welcome to Bandit Land, a date they've had circled on the calendar since this time last year. I'm Maniac, Gatesy, Sheriff Don, here with the Cellino crew. We got Taylor, we got intern Hannah, we got Tone, we got the whole crew ready to rock here in Alumni Plaza, where Gatesy, it is all about the three-peat, and that starts tonight. Finals game 1 against Saskatchewan.
I mean, this is what we've been looking forward to all year. Quest for the three-peat here in the Plaza. Live, beautiful weather in Buffalo. You couldn't ask for anything better right now, Maniac.
Dan, you've been monitoring the Plaza. It seems like everybody has been on their best behavior. It seems like the protocol is let's go full throttle into this finals game 1 where it's all about taking care of business for these Banditos.
Oh, it's all business out here tonight. We just had some fans come up, compliment us on the wing reviews.
He gave a full array of comments. He's commenting you, he's commenting. He didn't really fire one specifically my way, but I'll still take all the credit in the world. And that's what Bandits are looking for tonight. All the credit in the world. If they get out to a 1-game lead, if they get up game 1 on these Saskatchewan Rush, I think that this series is in the bag. I know you got to go on the road and still take care of game 2. You got a lot to do in the upcoming days, but it all starts tonight in Bandit Land. Gatesy, we've seen that Dane, Josh, it can be that they're kind of like a consistent, you're going to get something out of there.
Yeah.
Who are you looking for as far as the supporting and role players when these Banditos take the floor tonight?
I might even switch that up on you, Maniac. They might be the guys I'm looking for that extra support. I'm going to tell you, those two are the absolute backbone of this organization. In this playoff run, we have not seen, a 4-goal game out of Dane, a 4-goal game out of Josh. We haven't seen that superstardom level. They've been great, but they are due for an absolute breakout game. I think we're going to see what tonight, next game, we're going to see one of those two absolutely go off, prove why they should have been the MVP of the league this year. They both put up 134 points, didn't get it. I'm excited to see that tonight. If we're going to go outside of there, there's plenty of possibilities. McKay's been great. Nanacote, though, a guy, if he gets 2 goals tonight, Maniac, I think the Bandits win if he gets 2 tonight.
Yeah, Nanacoke is purely a vibes fuel guy.
He
for
shows
the Bandits.
up, too.
When he makes those gritty plays down low, when he makes those grind-it-out plays, it makes everybody in the orange and black go that much further. Don, speaking of going that much further, obviously, Gates talked about it. Dane and Josh, they are historically great playoff players. What are you looking for as far as protocol? What are you making sure the fans are doing tonight? What are you making sure of protocol? You guys are both going to be in the arena. You guys are both going to be in Bandit Land.
We're bringing the heat, baby. And, I'm looking for just everybody to be loud. You got to be loud on days like today. A couple kids came over. They said, can I have some of that candy? We've been giving away candy. We got games from Cellino going over here. And we're like, hey, you got to give me a go. Let's go Bandits, nice and loud, or you don't get any candy. And any parents watching, if you haven't gotten down here to the game, if your kid wants a hot dog, you're like, all right, you better be screaming at your lungs out.
You better be screaming.
Or no chicken fingers.
We got a finite amount of playoff games in our lifetime. Look at the Sabres. It's been 14 years. We have to enjoy each and every playoff game we have. Enjoy the Plaza. Enjoy the energy.
Oh, my God. We got a full skeleton. Let's go Bandits. We got the chance. Rocking and rolling. We got a guy. What's this guy? This guy's coming here about a live show. Andrew. Hey, Bandits!
Let's go.
Andrew, wait, hold on, Andrew. We got a mic right here for you. Let's
get him in.
Yeah, Andrew. What are your thoughts tonight? What are the keys for the Bandits getting into this game? We're unraveling the mic for you here. You're right there. We need you in there.
Get him in the booth.
Yeah, get him in the booth. Andrew, saddle up for a second. Saddle up for a second. Thank you, Don, for clearing up. Andrew, yes, you can say whatever you want.
Guys, the keys to the game. Beat the shit out of them.
Yep.
All right, defense.
Right here.
Defense, scoring. Let's go. Let's get the energy going tonight. There's about 17.
It is all about that energy. We're going to have a full Bandit Land.
Hey, get the music going. Bandit Land. Let's get going here, guys. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's
Bandit Land.
With that said, we were just talking. Besides Josh or Dane, who's your and obviously Vince is holding it back. In the back end. Who's your supporting guy that you have your eye on tonight? Is it McKay? Is it Nanacoke? Is it Priolo?
Whoa!
You never know when. You never know. Oh, captain, my captain. Oh, captain, my captain.
It's everybody tonight.
Yes,
it is.
Game 1.
Team game.
It doesn't matter what you did 2 games ago when you won 5-3, or what you do if you win score 17 goals You just need to win.
Are we
That's
crazy?
it.
Are we crazy to say that every member of the Bandits roster had this date circled on their calendar since they repeated last year? Let's face it, it's been either repeat again or nothing for these guys. It's been all or nothing. It's been repeat or bust.
Whoa. 2, 3. That's what we need, guys.
Oh my God, the Bandit mobile's here. Are you kidding?
Mobile.
Let's go. We rolling. We rolling. We love it. Shout out to our guy here joining us. Where are you sitting tonight? Where are you sitting tonight?
We are sitting in
303 is going to be representing. Our man's going to be holding down. Are you going to make sure that section's loud all night long? Let's go.
Absolutely.
Let's go. Sheriff Don is going to be on you. Sheriff Don is going to be on you if you don't got it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
No, appreciate you.
Let's
You're
go
awesome.
Bandits.
You're awesome. This
you.
Bandit land is awesome. I want you to go out there and have a great time with everyone else. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much. Seriously, God bless and go Bandits.
Maniac, who's your guy tonight you're looking at?
Well, obviously I want to go McKay, with which is everybody's going. But yeah, of course, have a great night. Great night in Bandland.
Let's go
Appreciate you stopping by. I want to go McKay. I want to go Nanago because those are the guys. I think Priolo's going to get a goal and an apple tonight.
Well, the place,
goal and an apple.
That brand new beautiful roof at the KeyBank Center might be blown completely off.
I mean, Farrell would be the only guy. Love me some milkman, but basically, I think the captain could be the guy tonight, Don, that gets done leadership from the fucking front.
Of course. And you mentioned the milkman. First game I went to, he got a goal out of nowhere. Place lost it. I'm just looking forward to that face off where our boys down there and the anticipation, man. I'm getting chills right now. Think of it. The fans are filtering in. We got some people coming in. I think I'm gonna hop on the live stream on the phone and walk around and get some of the vibes.
All right, why don't we let Sheriff Don start to maybe walk around Banditland? Gatesy and I will hold down. We'll take a quick little brief trip down memory lane with this Bandit season. Obviously, the implications, and then maybe we'll add you on here if we see you in Banditland with maybe a faithful or something.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that sounds good to me. Gatesy, obviously, as we talked this year, it was that 6-0, that 7-0 start. Then it was kind of a little middling ground. You got a little nervous there that maybe that the Bandits, I want our viewers at home to make sure I do not mean this in any indiscreet way, blew their load too early.
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
No.
But it seems like they've picked up the pace, and obviously, when it matters most, this Bandits team plays its best.
And they're playing their best, and they're finding different ways to win too, which I think is the most exciting thing about this year's team compared to previous Bandits iterations we've seen is, they could win a game 7-4, or they can absolutely blow the roof off a place, putting up 13, 14, 15 goals.
100%.
It's super exciting because they have the experience, whether that be, their goaltending, their defense, their forwards. All these guys have been there before. They're coaching. They have the GOAT on the field. They have the GOAT on the bench. John Tavares is completely...
Now is
coach, but be one of the greatest of all time, leading to this could be the second three-peat in the entirety of the league. That is, it's something there, but the Bandits have that experience. And, that's what be the big achievement of this game, of this series is, solidifying that history for your Buffalo Bandits.
Yeah, absolutely. Sheriff Don's trying to get in the studio. I think you have to be one more step in, and then you'll see your camera. Oh, wait, no, you're on there. Okay, that's true. We do need to be unmuted. That is crucial.
Oh.
How are we doing, crew? What's
good.
our final score prediction for tonight?
13-5.
13-5.
I like that.
Are you kidding me? You talk about the roof blowing off Banditland.
God.
If we get to 12-4, 13-5, that place is gonna be raucous, Gatesy.
Yeah, I mean, if there's one thing you can expect from Banditland is a raucous atmosphere. I'm excited for tonight to be there in person. Came up for this game, and there's nothing in Sports Maniac like Banditland, let alone Banditland in the playoffs, let alone Banditland in the playoffs, NLL finals for the chance for three-peat.
Seriously, we got some candy. We
Yeah.
got a sugar rush going on here, but I'll tell you what, one won't be rushing tonight is the Saskatchewan
No.
rush. We got to talk Matt Vince. We're gonna be
Yes.
silly to talk about this playoff run. 2 years ago, I think
Yes.
he had Byrne and Smith go on fire. Last year, you had Farrell wouldn't lose a face-off,
Yeah.
and then it was just every button was hitting right. For now, it seems to me this playoff run, it's all been Matt Vince. I mean, you talk about just being behind from the start. That's what other teams have faced. That's what Vancouver faced. That's what the other teams have faced as they've gone against these Banditos in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's been Vince. I mean, it's insane the things he can do at his age. He's like a fine wine, consistently getting better. But it's also that defensive group in front of him. I know that was kind of a talk earlier in the year. It's what is this group going to look like for the Banditos? You have Paul Dawson, former goalie, absolutely eating shots every single game at 53 on the season. Like, that goes into it entirely for this team. Opponents, Vancouver, hard to score against. Vince was incredible that Vancouver series. So Maniac, it's been looking good so far.
Yeah, we got Don running around Banditland. Beautiful day here in Banditland. The sun is shining. Not a cloud in the sky. Blue State. Toad, hop in with us here, bud. We got a seat. We got Sheriff Don running around. We'll check in with him in a second. He'll probably wrangle someone for an interview. We'll be right back. But Toad, into the mic. We're here at the Cellino finals, back to back to back. What's the key for the Bandits tonight?
That's a goal. Yeah.
Seriously, I agree with that. With that said, obviously the goaltender's been playing unbelievable. How do you help a goaltender who's been playing unbelievable, Gatesy?
Yeah.
Gatesy, you're a goaltender.
I mean, the Bandits have been great at blocking shots, and the shots that get through, Vince has been able to save. And I mean, that's been the biggest thing for this Bandits team this year is how well they played in their own end, how selfless each and every defenseman is on putting their body in the line, getting bumps and bruises to help make this team hopefully go in the history books here. Yeah.
I mean, there is nothing like a team that takes care of things at a top level. And Tone, that's what we do with the Cellino Plumbing, HVAC, and Electric team. All right, we won't keep Tony here too much longer. We appreciate you stopping by. Obviously, if you need to dial up your plumbing and HVAC solution, you need to dial 716-68-FLUSH and get into the game there. Donnie's still going around the line. He's now here in front of the booth.
Got to keep him close with
Don, get back in here. Cycle back here. Thank you, Tone. Thank you, Tone. Round of applause. Yeah, get the candy.
Get some candy.
Get the candy. Let's go.
We need all the energy inside. Load up.
Oh, it's okay. Tone may have been muted. It's all good. You're good. You're good. What do we got? You're back? Are you back over there, Don?
We are back.
Talk to me about how Banditland was. You just took a little walk. We couldn't get the video. Listen, I don't see anybody else live. When another network is live in the middle of Banditland with interviews and everything, you talk to me. I see skeletons across the road. The only skeleton I can focus on is turning Saskatchewan Rush to a bunch of dead bodies tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's hearkening back to the last time I was really felt this energy at a Plaza, party in the Plaza was when a team was scary good.
Whoa.
And it seems they're trying to summon that with a bunch of, we got Skull and Bones. I'm walking around. The energy's high. A lot of anticipation, like a little more nervous than I really maybe expected Banditland to be. But we got a 90s band bumping. People were, seeing you walk around with the camera, they want to know what's going on. Obviously, I'm dressed like the way I'm dressed, so attracting a little attention. I don't know if I could have got an authentic interview.
Yeah, you may have been a little too disarming in your attire, and that's fair. But right now, we need to arm up. It's time to take on Saskatchewan. Obviously, as we roll on our Banditland Party in the Plaza pregame show, brought to you by Cellino Plumbing and HVAC. We got the Friends theme song playing. We got thousands of Banditland members in the house. Gatesy, as you get ready for the game, what would you say to that locker room?
I would say this group is, a lot of these older guys too have been working towards this moment. You think when you're a younger guy, these could be endless, but a lot of these guys, that light towards the end of the tunnel is looking pretty close. Take advantage of every moment, feed off of every single person inside of Banditland today. They've gone this long this season, this long in their career. Don't stop now. This is the time. The city is rallying around this team. We're seeing all the people here early enjoying this beautiful weather. They want to see some great lacrosse, some guys do some incredible things, and that's what they're going to see tonight.
I see my guy in the box hat. Don't care.
Oh,
Is he
there
coming
is.
over? He knows.
Get him in.
Yeah,
Get him in.
see, he knew.
There
He
he
knew right
is.
away. Get him in.
Let's get him in.
Got
Get him in.
royalty,
Get him in.
yeah.
Get him in. Get him in. Yep. Hop in the saddle. We need you in the saddle for a minute.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up? What's up, mister? How are you doing? Good to see you. I don't know if you've ever met acquainted my podcast co-host Gatesy, but we got Mr. Tony LaMonica in the building.
Yes, we do.
AKA the mayor of the box. Into the mic there, but Tony, I gotta assume it's the same for you. A date that you've had circled on your calendar since last June.
Absolutely. We're ready to go playoff mode, championship series again. Ready to get that three-peat down. I got a great feeling we're going to win it in 2.
Now listen, we've been riding that energy and that momentum that you just had. But I would consider you one of the most knowledgeable NLL guys I've known. What should Bandit fans be nervous about heading into this Saskatchewan Rush matchup?
Well, it's because basically these two teams are very well defensively. They know how to shut down the strongest points of our offenses. So basically all they have to do is exploit them and then just put the gas pedal down and don't look back.
I like that. And is there any way stopping Matt Vince the way he's playing right now?
To tell you the honest truth, he's like 20 years old all over again. He's playing phenomenal goaltending right now because why? His defense right in front of him is legitimately like a brick wall.
Yeah.
You got to get through them to get to Vince. And if Vince is stopping everything,
it's weird, Gatesy, and you're a goaltender, so I want to talk to you about this. But when a goaltender is hot, it inspires the guys in front of him just that much more. They know if they can make it a little bit more difficult, odds are they're just not getting by that guy.
It's a snowball effect, too. And you look down the bench when a guy blocks a shot, everyone is up and exciting. They want to be that next guy to get that block to help out the team. That D unit seems so close, and they're all so bought in. That's what Bandit's going to need. That, seven games out there. We saw
supporting guy going in tonight.
Right now, you got to give Ian McKay the hot stick because he's been scoring legitimately the goals that we've been asking for, and he's been stepping up ever since like this beginning of the year. So who else could you ask for except for Ian McKay?
You're good. That man right there in the hat, he deserves a Medal of Honor for his camera respect.
Yes,
Listen, we have amazing deals from Cellino Plumbing and HVAC. I cannot stress that enough. But that man's camera respect right there, that
Gold
is
star.
you know what I'd say, Gatesy? Championship caliber.
It starts out
Championship caliber, and it starts here in the Plaza. It
Going
starts
there.
with that young man right there, getting it done. How many points do you got for Josh and Dane tonight combined? Josh and Dane, how many points tonight?
Like combined points.
Like 12, 14? What do you got?
Oh.
All right. What about you?
like
What
that.
about you, Tony? How many you got?
Well, you want 17?
17. Oh my God. Write up a Bandit win right now if that's the case.
Well, if that's the case, and then yes, it's going to be 10 points for Dane, at least 9 points, maybe 10 for Josh. It depends on how well they are accurate and get the ball back in the back of the net.
I mean, we haven't really seen that yet, though, for those two to
Maybe
be.
they're waiting now.
This is
Yeah.
the time.
That's it.
The
They're
time
overdue.
is now
Yes.
for certain. Huge shout out to Tony LaMonica, Mr. BOX, box. Let's go. Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Don,
Whoa.
we got Rex.
The guy's got a silver tongue. Let's get him in here.
Thanks, Tony. Appreciate you, sir. You got Rex. Are we going to get Rex?
The dream team right there.
Rex.
He's kind of dressed like
Rex!
Donnie.
Don, saddle up. We'll
Yeah.
wrap this up, and then we'll get Rex on the timeline. Stay tuned on Bandito's Pod. We got live coverage from Banditland. Well, let's put a bow on it, boys. Game 1, Saskatchewan Buffalo. Happening.
It's going to be a defensive battle tonight, fellas. I think we're going to have two teams that are very well coached. Also weird, Saskatchewan, they got two head coaches. Never heard of that before. They got two. Don't know how that really works. But it's going to be a defensive battle between these two teams.
If they're down by 10 at half, who gets to yell louder?
That's a good point. I might have to go every other word at that point. Finish each other's sentences, but I think it's going to be very similar to what we saw early in the year. And we're in the finals now. These guys are going to be selling out. If the Bandits can get to double-digit goals, that's going to be a huge thing. And it's just keeping that defensive prowess we've seen the rest of the season. But I think both these teams are going to be very well put together, well coached, going to work hard. So I think we're going to have a low-scoring affair. Over-under tonight was set at 22.5. I think that under's looking
We got Bill Patterson in the motherfucking Plaza. Let's go. No, listen, this is celebrity status. Thank you, Bill. Bill, how are the Banditland vibes? You're out there.
Dude, it's hopping out there.
It is hopping. We have we are just inside an hour till game time. We got my man with the one Buffalo shirt. He's giving us thumbs up. He didn't even care about us. Look at you go. You go do your thing, sir. What do you got?
Get him in.
What? You got to listen to the women.
Got to listen to the women.
Listen, we respect everybody.
Listen
We
to
respect
women.
everyone, and you listen to everyone when they talk, for sure. Shout out that guy listening to his team. What do you think's going to happen with this Bandits team when they face off against Saskatchewan tonight?
I think it's going to be defensive as well. I'm saying 10-7 though, with an empty net to seal it from the Banditos.
Bandito!
We're going to be eating burritos and queso all night long.
I love that.
after.
Burritos against.
Yep.
Sorry, did you give your score prediction? I know we got cut off, so I didn't.
No, I think tonight 9-8. Bandits win.
Woo!
We're gonna have.
I don't know if my heart can take a 9-8, Gatesy.
I think it's going to be closer. You're going to have. I mean, if there's a goal scoring outburst, that kind of scares me from the Bandits' perspective. But I think we're going to hopefully see that Dane Smith game, that Josh Burton game, where they're going to be the absolute dogs carrying the team, because we talked about earlier, they've had a lot of help from McKay, their support guys getting over that hump. These guys are overdue. I'm hoping we see that tonight. If we do, this Bandits game is going to be a lot of fun to watch.
It is going to be a lot of fun to watch. I think there is a chance it might be more nerve-wracking than anything throughout. I think there's a chance the Banditos could find themselves trailing at halftime. There's been no adversity in these playoff runs.
Yeah.
And this playoff run specifically, too.
They got in the regular season.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a little adversity early. That was what we saw them struggle with. They would fall behind early. I do think ultimately Banditland will power them to victory. When you have a team behind you like the Bandits, when you have a team behind you like Cellino, Plumbing, and 8-Track, at the end of the day, you're just going to get it done. Banditos win this game 11-9. It goes under.
Yeah,
You're under.
I like
And the -1.5. Huge shout out for Cellino for this pregame show here live in Alumni Plaza as the Bandits go for the 3-beat. Huge shout out to Sheriff Don for the production and the live coverage, as well as Gatesy, myself, our guest, Tony LaMonica, intern Hannah. We got the Cellino team. There's only thing to do, and that's one say, let's go Bandits!